Fourth-rated recruiting class in the country for 2020, number 7 as it currently stands in 2021 with a number of months, of course, until National Signing Day. MarkRogersTV, the voice of college football, breaking down the Bayou Bengals. And, of course, we got Lon Philip Sullivan on the line from LSU Odyssey, joins us on a regular basis to talk the national champions. Lon, how you doing today?
Doing good, Mark. How about you?
I'm good. Still fingers crossed about the football season. It appears as though the SEC is committed to playing.
Yes, as far as we know right now, we haven't heard anything from them other than that they're buying time, whatever that means. Something of talk of a mega conference and some type of exclusive deal. We're not too sure what all that will mean or what shape it will take or what teams may hop on, if there will be, or if the SEC will just fall in line. It's really hard to say. I mean, I thought at this point they would have fallen in line. Their rhetoric would have as well, but it hasn't. It hasn't been in lockstep. So once again, there's some just confusion. Just anonymous, vague signals being sent about the future of college football, which is angering pretty much everybody.
Yeah, we could be completely shut down coast to coast for 2020. We could have some kind of configuration where, unless there's a miracle, the Big Ten is going to be shut down. The Pac-12 seems as though they're following suit. And maybe some of those teams, like you just alluded to, defect from the Big Ten and the Pac-12 and latch themselves onto the ACC, the Big 12, or the SEC. And we have some just kind of odd configuration of who's going to play college football this season, which any semblance of a number of teams playing in conferences that we are familiar with would be great for me at this point.
Yeah, I think we'd all take it. I mean, it's a very weird, confusing, uncharted time, Mark. I totally, if you had told me August, you would be on Mark Rogers, and you're not talking about, guys who've won the starting spot or decisiveness in the coaching area or whatever, these really important like preseason topics. We're not even talking about them. Instead, we're talking about, really scary stuff and then there's, just straight up uncharted stuff like unionization and break-offs in conferences and rescheduling. And this stuff has happened before, but never forced to this nature.
Regardless, Ed Ogeron and his staff are looking forward to 2021 and beyond and still trying to bring in some of the best players in the country. And as I mentioned, these are top 5 classes for both 2020 and 2021 projected. So who's out there that could possibly make a commitment to LSU in the next several weeks?
Well, Nathaniel Wiggins, he'll be making his commitment on August 28th, his birthday. Corey Raymond has been big time close with this cornerback. He's been telling him exactly where he sees him fitting in LSU scheme within DBU, exactly how we can develop him, take his game to the next level, show Nathaniel Wiggins that love like we have as a fan base. Just collective family vibes here where we're going to take care of each other like you're our own. And we've already shown him that love, and we'll continue to show him that love wherever he decides to go. But August 28th, LSU has a big chance to get a great player here, Nathaniel Wiggins. And hey, happy early birthday, Nathaniel. I'll be the first to say it. LSU Odyssey, we love you, buddy. Also at corner, Kool-Aid, JaQuincy Kool-Aid McKinstry. He's from Alabama. Auburn's in the mix. Alabama's in the mix. He loves Auburn because he feels their family vibe, he has said. He likes Alabama because of the winning pedigree, he has said. But there's just something about LSU. There's something about being a part of DBU, as he has called it. He is himself admitted they are DBU. So is being a part of DBU attractive to him? Is there more than that? We think there's a lot more than that because he wants to play basketball. He wants to be a 2-sport star. unless Bruce Pearl can pull the magic rabbit out of the hat and have a huge roster full of bountiful NBA ready talent, I don't see him being able to outwit Will Wade's burgeoning LSU program there for JaQuincy Kool-Aid McKinstry's services. Kool-Aid, we'd love to have you. He'd be fantastic for basketball and football. Coach Orgeron has proven that he is like very open to two sport stars. Mo Hampton, he's played baseball up into the spring where he injured his back. He played baseball as well right after winning the national championship for LSU in football. Kerry Vincent, he ran track. We love having the two sport stars come to our team. So Kool-Aid, he's another guy that's open there. Brian Thomas at receiver. We've talked about him a bunch. We've written about him just litany of articles, rhapsodizing about his talent. 17 yards per catch, 17 touchdowns, 1,000+ yards. Just a ridiculous stat line. Just what he can do. It's still very raw talent, but his skill set. It's what the NFL is all about. Yards after catch, strength over the middle, being able to absorb those blows. He's got the height. I mean, he's a towering emperor of pain management. He's a death circus. I really love what he brings in the receiving game. Him and Chris Hilton together would be an unstoppable duo at LSU. But then when you add JoJo Earl to the mix, and then you got Deion Smith in there, I mean, that's just a great wide receiving core right there. 2021, to finish it off, Mason Smith and Corey Foreman. Defensive tackle, Mason Smith, one of the best you'll ever see. Defensive end, Corey Foreman. Mason Smith, he's a local guy, the Hooma Booma. And will we be able to keep him home? Or is it about, is his friendship that strong with Corey Foreman that he will follow, Corey to USC? I think his friendship is that strong. And I think these guys are legitimately tight, really best friend material, and they're going to follow each other. So we'll see the cards fall where they may, and they'll probably be committing in December.
So we're talking about 5 to 10 players that Lon just broke down, all ranked in the top 10 at their positions, all highly ranked across the country, well thought of, and obviously the tussle between LSU and a number of other high-profile schools ensues. Got Lon Philip Sullivan on the line from LSU Odyssey, so we invite you to check out his work over on LSU Odyssey and his breakdown of these particular players, and he frequently gets interviews and some insight into what they're thinking during the recruiting process. Lon, we appreciate you stopping by.
Absolutely.